What is up, folks? You know what it is. It is about that time. It is about that prime. It is prime time. I'm so excited for today's episode, and man oh man, it has been a very, very long time. And I'm really glad to be back. And yes, I did miss you guys as well, but I'm really happy to be back. And if you are new here, my name is Petermodiba, and this is a channel where we share all things business, all things knowledge, and all things skills so that we can really grow as the Primetime family and the Primetime community. So thank you all so much for just being here and watching this episode. And I'm really expecting that it's just gonna really change a lot within your life and really just empower you to just go to the next level. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. But today I want to share something very significant with my fellow South Africans. And today what I want to share is something called Dezemba, right? And apparently it's actually December spelled not with the C, but it's December spelled with the Z. Because apparently when you add the Z, it has a lot of significance, and there's a major change when it comes to the meaning of it. And I just want to quickly just share some knowledge and some insight when it comes to this term being Dezemba. And there's many definitions and there's many perspectives that people might have when it comes to this. But today I just want to share on the perspective that I can relate to, and the perspective that I once had when it came to this term. So for those who are actually not familiar, when you say Dezemba, it's basically a term that we use in South Africa when we're talking about the December festive season. And it's usually a term that we use when we are excited and we are happy when it comes to just the festive season, because it's a time to celebrate, it's a time to be with our families, it's a time to travel, and it's really a time just to rest and whatnot. But I just want to just share this with you all, and I really hope that it helps. And I also just want to encourage you, if the shoe fits, please put it on, and if it doesn't fit, you don't have to put it on. But if you can also relate to what I'm about to share, I want you to, I wanted to just help you. I just want to help you and just want to encourage you and empower you when it comes to this. I used to relate to Dezemba as being a time where I can be lackadaisy and be flexible and be at a place where I am just on cruise control, at a place where I'm just on autopilot. And it's a very scary thing, because you then stop the lifestyle that you had prior to December. And it's just very critical to understand that you shouldn't use the December period to be a time where you just give up on your goals, give up on your habits, or give up on the things that you have built within the year. I can attest to this, and I can also attest to some people that I've connected to in the past, that December has been a period where in the past we used it to just destroy what we've built within the year, to just give up on what we were actually building, and to just be all flexible and just be at a place where we want to be in control. And it's a very scary thing, because you can just start from scratch within 2024, and that's not what I actually want for you. I want you to get into 2024 with a certain pace, to get into 2024 at a certain level, and to get into 2024 with momentum, and not to actually start from scratch. The hardest thing for you to do is to start from scratch and to actually build momentum. So this time shouldn't be a time where you just want to just be in control and just do this festive season the way that you want. It should just align with your goals. It should align with your purpose. It should align with what you already had in store within the year and what you are building. The festive season should not determine your conviction, but your conviction should determine the festive season. So the festive season shouldn't control what you are building. What you are building should control the festive season. So you don't have to to be at a place where you're just going with the flow and you're going with the crowd. If you want to be different, you have to make different decisions. If you want to live a radical life, you have to make radical decisions. If you want to live extraordinary, you believe that you're an extraordinary person, you have to make extraordinary decisions. And that applies to this festive season, not just, oh no, get Dezemba. And I think a lot of people, when they make this decision where they just want to just live a totally different lifestyle and succumb to whatever's happening and the environment and the circumstance they're in, they do this because of two reasons which are found. The first reason is because they've had a very great year. Right? And what happens with us when we experience, for lack of better words, when we experience something great, we want to actually reward ourselves. Isn't that the case? So certain people want to live in a certain way and reward themselves because they've had such a great year. So it's like, I deserve this. I'm entitled to this. And they just want to, off ramp and do certain things in which they actually haven't done before. In the second category, I found that there's certain people who make certain decisions in December because they've actually had a bad year. They've actually had a bad year which hasn't turned out to be really great, and because of their circumstance and because of it being such a year of just trials and tribulation, a year where they had to fight a lot and just battle when it comes to things, they basically give up on what is possible and give up on hope and give up on certain things, and then they succumb to whatever December they succumb to whatever December has for them. And then it's because, I've had such a bad year, and it's just been a year of, I need to treat myself. I need to maybe do something that I've never done before. I want to do something which I might, regret. It's fine, but I'm just going to do it anyway because I've had a bad year, and those are actually two different mindsets in which I found. And I've also experienced this, as I was telling you guys. This is something in which I've experienced for myself, whether it has been a good year or whether it has been a bad year. But it's just so important to make sure that during this festive season, you just change your mentality, you change the way that you actually go about it, and you change your attitude when it comes to this festive season. All I'm saying is that you don't have to not spend time with your family. You don't have to, rest a bit. You don't have to, you don't have to not do something fun. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you must be strict and now it must just be. All I'm just saying is that whatever you are still building in the year still needs to be built, because the reality is that the year is not done. The year is not done. You are not done. 2023 is still upon us. And there's still something in which you can build. There's still something that you need to do. There's still something in which you need to actually accomplish in this year. It's not over, and there's still about 30 days or a month to go till we reach 2024. So I just want to encourage you with that, and I really hope that empowers you guys. And I think just a last food for thought is I want you to treat the festive season as if it's a pre-season. That's what it is. It's a pre-season for those who are football lovers. And maybe I might get some hate, or I might get some comments now. My favorite soccer team is Chelsea. That's my favorite soccer team, and that's the team that I support and whatnot. They actually go into what is called a pre-season. And why do they actually go into this pre-season? They go into a pre-season not just for vibes. They don't go into this pre-season because they have nothing else to do or they just want to have a good time. They go into the pre-season, why? Because they want to actually evaluate what is the best direction for the team. They want to evaluate what is the best conditioning for a certain team. They want to evaluate what technical skills are work best. They want to evaluate, okay, what's the best functionality of their team. They also want to use it as a time of introspection. They want to use it as a time of reflection. And whatever happens in the preseason will determine a lot when it comes to the new season, when it comes to the season in which the team operates or a certain individual operates. And that's how you need to treat the festive season. You got to treat it as if it's a preseason. It's a time of introspection. It's a time of reflection. It's a time where you can actually analyze, what actually worked in 2023, what actually didn't work in 2023. How do you actually want to do better? What do you want to change? What can be different? Because you can't expect the same results in 2024 if you do the same things that you are doing in 2023. It just doesn't work like that. It's insanity. So you got to use this time to just reflect and introspect on those certain things, and it's really going to help you, and you're going to have an amazing preseason which will give you momentum for 2024. And that's just my food for thought. You got to just have a great preseason and have a very, very good time in this festive season. So yeah, I think that's all I just want to share with you guys today. I really hope that it really helped you guys in a certain way. And please, I just want you guys to also share what you what you usually do, in the festive season in December, and maybe share, what goals have you achieved in this year, and maybe share and comment what has worked for you, what has not worked for you, what do you want to see happen in 2024, what are certain things that you want to change, and what are habits that you are going to build, what are habits that you are going to destroy. And really, we're going to just make sure that we just grow in this festive season, that we are just laser focused, we focused, and we don't change our lifestyle. Because here's another thing: if the person that you are changes in the festive season, it means that in the year it was never actually who you were. So you were just pretentious, you are pretending, and you are modifying your behavior during the year because it was just never who you are. So you were trying by all means to just push this certain thing and modify your behavior and change certain things. But it means that if you all of a sudden change in the festive season, it means that it was just never who you were. So what I'm talking about has nothing to do with behavior. All I'm talking about is everything that has to do with character. And that's just my 2 cents. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And just please make sure, if you really liked this episode, please make sure that you like, that you subscribe, that you share, and just also comment down below on the thoughts that you might have when it comes to Dezemba, the Dezemba mentality, and what are your thoughts about it. And I'm really excited for what is to come. I'm really excited for what is ahead. I've got so many things that I've got planned, and I've got so many things that we are really going to grow, into, and just learn and develop into. But thank you guys so much for viewing. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is Petermodiba signing out till we meet again. Cheers.